2 Megapops is an achievement in Bloons Tower Defense 6 where you need to get 2 million or more pops with a single tower. Today we're going to be doing this with the Sticky Bomb Ninja. However, in order to pull this off, we're going to need some early game support with our submarine over here because of the factor that we need to place this ninja quite far away from the track, but obviously not too far away to where it's not able to pop anything. But we need it far away enough from the track so that, well, we can have some shinobis nearby this ninja and they're gonna steal as minimal amount as possible. Our next objective is to get the big man himself down onto the field. And no, I'm not talking about Pat, I'm talking about Geraldo himself. Soon going to have 810 and then we're going to rapidly deploy down Geraldo to get some experience going, so we spend a little bit less on a certain round in order to upgrade up to Jerry's Fire, which we really need for round 40, yada yada. I know this is a really weird spot to put a 2 Megapops tower, you know, one that is like nearly completely off to the side, but trust me, when it comes to hiding most of the shinobis away from being able to steal anything, this spot is going to be worth it. Trust me, I'm a doctor at balloons. Not really, I'm not a doctor, but I am somebody who knows a little bit about Bloons Tower Defense 6, just like a doctor knows about teeth, as an example. Don't ask me why I refer to teeth as an example. I'm not the one who makes up the rules. The channel director, me, gets to make up the rules. Who is also me. I would prefer the caltrops deployed over here as a clutch mechanic so that if the balloons would dare decide to go up to this point over here, then we would be able to use the caltrops as like a last resort, but don't rely on them as much as, let's say, a spike factory in order to pop balloons, just because they're not very strong anyways. Like caltrops is like probably one of the weakest like deployments that you can put down of a tower onto an asset onto the field. So let's say thorns or spikes or globs of glue. And here's flash bombs, so we don't have to worry about those pesky lead balloons anymore. Because I did think for a time maybe we did need the heat-tip darts, but if we can afford the flash bomb, then we don't need to worry about those lead balloons. Although, is this going to be enough of a gap here in order to get all of them down? I think it will be. Right, we're going to put you on submerger support and hopefully we will never have to submerge you ever again. This is going to be one of those scenarios where having a discount village is going to be incredibly useful because we're going to be deploying down a lot of shinobis in order to increase the attack speed and pierce of our Sticky Bomb Ninja over here. And it's very rare to increase the pierce of a tower outside of, let's say, Court Arms, for example. And of course it's a tower specific like shinobis to other ninjas. It doesn't have to be just shinobis, it's ninjas in general. You can also pair this with, let's say, balloon jitsu in order to throw out more, not more shurikens per throw, but just be able to fire at a faster rate, and each shuriken is able to go through more balloons at a time. As in pierce, not popping power. Sorry, damage, not pierce. I always get the two things confused. It's like, why are they in certain descriptions of towers? Because it's really confusing as to which one is which. And we have a blue balloon issue going on here, so let's see if just a sharpening stone is enough to get us over the finish line. Let's see. Sharpening stone so far is doing very well. Excellent. I wonder if they also buff the caltrops as well, the sharpening stones, so they're able to pop one more layer before the caltrop layer completely disappears. But we do have ourselves a pink balloon issue here, transformed into a yellow balloon. I wonder, let's put a glob of glue. We have other issues to deal with. How about on strong? Will you help out? Look at all those yellow balloons. Just look at them all, ready to try and deal us the kiss of death. But that does justice. We really need that sticky bomb for round 40, otherwise we're just not going to have anything in order to actually deal damage to the balloons, or the Moabs. What do you think? We're going to pop it with Flash Bomb alone? What do you think I am? A good player of the game? Right, round 38, we've got lead balloons to contest with. Not for our Flash Bombs, but for our shurikens to be able to do damage. Speaking of damage, would you please damage them all so I can go on with my diet? Oh, for goodness sakes. And a yellow balloon would have snuck through there anyways, as you could tell. Right, this is a little bit of a threat right now. So perhaps another glob of glue could help us out here. You know what, we'll put one down now and hopefully that... Maybe one down earlier? I don't know. We need a certain amount of leverage in order to get through this tail. Maybe having sticky... Perhaps getting sticky bomb too early is not a good idea, but at the same time I'm dealing with a single blue balloon crisis. What about creepy idol? Is that going to help us out, or is that going to make things worse? It's going to make things worse. Perhaps we do need to submerge you, or perhaps not. I'd rather not. I'd rather not steal any more than I need to. And I think we are there. Hopefully. No pesky yellow balloon gonna sneak through. Again. Oh, for goodness sakes. We're just gonna steal from there. I'm sorry. Actually, I will glob these rainbows and anything that's coming along this way, just so we can deal with everything a little bit easier. Got the regrows here, but alas, we are there. I'm gonna wait for you to get to there and then put the Jerry's fire on, and hopefully that does us justice. Hopefully. Ah, they get glued. Excellent, excellent. Hopefully this does it. Hopefully this does it. That doesn't. That did do it. Good. Let's get a 102 village for the moment, because now it's going to be Operation Put Down Shinobis. Although I do need you in the range of the village, just like so. And then hopefully we can get a few discounts here and there. And this timer is going to block you in particular. I think after all, the rusty nails were the, oh my god, they were the last resort. Second ninja down. The more we place down in the discount village, the more we're going to save. You can never make more money in chimps, well, outside of a regrow exploit. But as far as we know, in the game, playing normally, without a stupid amount of knowledge in the game, there is no way to earn additional money inside of Balloons Tower Defense 6. But because of a discount village, and because of discounts from the Sun Temple and True Sun God, when you give us support sacrifices, you can make things cheaper. Great. They're still stealing, and I have no control over my destiny. I would need another Shinobi Tactics to get us over the finish line. If you had a little bit more range there, ninja. Right, having a Jerry's Fire has really helped us go over the finish line, but like with a lot of weaker towers in a 2 Megapop scenario, we are kind of Geraldo reliant in order to help us out get over the finish line. And so far, Geraldo has stolen 10 pops. Are they going to make the difference? I'm hoping you'll be in range if you get your Seeking Shuriken, and then... Yeah, that's definitely in range. Get the Shinobi Tactics up and running. Good. We're now up to 5 additional buffs. There might be times where I need to exit out of the game because I misplaced our... ninja so that then it doesn't get any buffs. Okay, this one does buff it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. With a lot of them, we don't need the Seeking Shuriken, but with others, we do, just to get that additional range. Don't worry, we will be getting the Spin Jungle Drums. Just not yet, because I don't want these guys getting Jungle Drums and stealing even more. And there goes the other Moab. But we are going to struggle against these spaced out ceramics here. Are you going to be close enough to the track? That's my question. Are you going to be close enough to the track, or can I put you down freely? My answer is I'm going to hold off. Hopefully you're in range. Hopefully... What are you at the moment there? 7. Are you going to be 8? Yes, you're 8. We don't need to put the Seeking Shuriken on you. Because ideally I don't want to put Seeking Shuriken, but in order to get as many buffs as possible, you would have to Yellow Balloon. Funny enough, this also contributes towards the attack speed and PS of the Jerry's Fire as well. It's also similar to like the Druid, when you get like Pop Plus buffing other Druids. It also contributes towards that as well, but obviously the Pop Plus buff is range. No, it's the same as Shinobi's, but obviously you can't stack it as many times. Oh yeah, it's the Mermonkey that it's range, I've forgotten. Now I do have a few steals on here, but that's only when a balloon gets... How do you steal? Like, you're nowhere near the track. How did you steal? Maybe it's when a balloon was flung by this particular one. Let's get jungle drums for you. We're going to get an MIB as well, because we do want call to arms at some point, but also for the factor that... We want the shurikens to also to be able to damage DDTs and not just be the sticky bombs, the flash bombs, etc. Again, do I know what I'm doing? I may call myself a doctor of balloons, but at the same time I really do not. I don't like the fact that we are kind of Geraldo reliant in order to get through this scenario. We're going to get an overclock so we can buff the attack speed of our sticky bomb even more. Is this a lot of damage? I think it is quite a lot of damage, but how about a little more? I'm not sure how helpful this grow blocker will be, but I'm pretty sure in very specific scenarios that it will be very helpful when it comes to stopping the regrow population from exploding in a Balloons Tower Defense 6 scenario. And you're not popping BFBs, excellent, but I wonder if you're going to steal from a bunch of BFBs and you flung them away. Now, can we get an overclock for round 63, or are we going to have to innovate with our decision making over here? I'd rather not, but worse things have happened, like losing to a red balloon. Nothing like a bit of sharpening stone and the Jerry's Fire can do to save a scenario. Now that we are going bottom cross path, obviously a few rounds ago, I think getting Pickles is actually worse just because, well, we do have less throwing speed with our flash bomb and our sticky bomb. Can we go through this, or do we need some glue support? I think we might need some glue support, to be honest. If I'm going to be frank, we didn't lose to a yellow balloon. We didn't lose to a yellow balloon, and that's what matters at the end of the day. They are the true horrors of this game. If you don't know, I died to them quite a lot. And the last wave has been dealt with. Excellent work, glue hose. You may be upgraded in the future, but just not right now, because I don't want these things stealing even more than they have done already. 64 done and dusted quite easily. I would like to get more Shinobis down, but I do want that overclock. More webs and BF boys. You can see why I placed the ninja over here as our spot, just because of hiding these away. We have very rare opportunities on the channel to deploy shinobi buffs for one particular ninja, although in this case it's many of them. But we want all of them to contribute to this, and only that. If it's possible, please. We're still barely reaching the track though, and with help of the invisibility potion, we will be able to do so. Reach a little bit more of a track. Not that much, but as Tesco says, every little helps. Although just like with Spike Factory spikes, the Caltrops do also have their own life expectancy in which they just naturally disappear. Not good if you want to keep stacking them. Although I think Ninja Kiwi have learned that over the years you can't just have an infinite number of spikes or a similar mechanic where it just completely clogs up the RAM of your PC. But one thing I do wish of this game is that when it was being constructed, it wasn't single-threaded, so that it only looks at one of your processors or one of your cores on your processors. And if it was multi-threaded, then obviously it would be looking at all of your processors as a whole, rather than just looking at one of them at a time and be like, no, we're gonna keep all of our hopes and dreams of the game's stability by running on a single thread, where if it was multi-threaded, then that would be a huge performance increase to the game. Oh yeah, we can get overclock now, which is pretty good for our survival chances. I really would like that up and running. Thank you very... We need to get it sooner. Today's hit list is either by red balloons or yellow balloons, or sometimes a pink balloon, but that's very rare. Let's see, if I put a shinobi up here, can I benefit our ninja down here? And the answer is no. How about now? Yes, you're up to ×9, although you are a bit of a risk at stealing balloons. Let's see how this goes about. Okay, you're not stealing from BFBs, but then again, you're not getting far enough down the track to have a fair testing to see if you were to steal. I think you actually would steal from BFBs. Getting a relentless glue would be huge actually, because then we have two sources of stunning balloons, one from being popped, one under the pink glue itself, and number two from the flash bombs of our sticky bomb ninja. BFB, fortified ceramics, or I suppose super fortified, but then not until round 82. And you will go down as well. I really do need that attack speed on our sticky bomb in particular for a particular round called 95. You know, you've heard of that round. 30 DDTs, a huge menace. People say round 95 is easy. I don't know what world you're living on. Yeah, and this is why I think getting MIB is quite ideal, because of the factor that, well, our shurikens are not able to go through lead balloons, and we kind of need that additional damage boost and not being pierce caps to 0 because of a damage type sort of thing. Ceramics, don't go. Oh, that seems to be a bit better, a lot better, bit better, a lot. I can't really tell, to be honest. I'm not really confident on any other map that I could possibly pull this off on when it comes to hiding these shinobis, because at some point it's going to be a bit of a mess. Definitely a mess. When it comes to hiding these and them not stealing, that's one thing I'm kind of scared about is, well, bees constantly stealing. Alright, getting MIB now, so you don't have to worry about those. Also, don't have to worry about those purple balloons for the Jerry's fire. Here's a tidbit of advice for anybody who's looking to do a 2 Megapops with a mortar at any given point in time. Your absolute 0 ability timing, so your middle path ice tower, is incredibly important. Because you're going to be constantly targeting a lot of Moabs at any given point in time, sometimes it's better to alternate between different targets across the screen so that you're not hitting just one set of BFBs or one set of Moabs. You're trying to hit all of them and downscale them all at the same time, so that then when you hit your absolute 0 ability, you're freezing all of them down simultaneously, and you're not trying to go back and forth when it comes to targeting balloons along with their insides as well. 79. We do have fortified BFBs on this round. Shall I go up to relentless glue? We'll see how this round progresses, but hopefully we don't need it this given point in time. I would like our call to arms as soon as possible so that we can increase our PS even further with our sticky bomb ninja. Now, how much damage are each of your bombs going to do? Enough to be able to one-shot them, and hopefully that will do it. Hopefully. You won't be able to one-shot a ZMG though with the sticky. That's just a given. Let's reclaim our Jerry's fire though. We'll put down the sharpening stone next round so we don't have to put it back down around 100. Because you only lost 10 rounds and it'll fade away at 89, but we'll put it down on 90 to 99, and then need to put another one down for round 100. In this way, we can have it for only 2 more purchases for the rest of the game here. And increased range, very nice. We do have to entertain the idea of super ceramics now, so I think it's going to be very key for the flash bomb to try and come in as many times as possible to stall them, to damage them, to do what they need to do, etc. Yeah, this is the flash bomb at work here. Sometimes you don't need a huge amount of damage to get through a balloon. Sometimes you just need that bit of utility. In the name of stun, the god of stun. Oh great, you are reaching them when they're grouped up. That's a load of fun. Have you heard that this game is a load of fun when things don't go our way when we really need them to? It wasn't stealing from BFBs earlier, but since this game has a bit of a range bug still, since like the early 30s, then, or even earlier than that actually, where if you bunch up if you bunch up a group of Megapops balloons, they actually increase hit detection from towers. So let's say if you have 2 BFBs put together, then each of their hitboxes just a little bit wider than usual, which is in a stealing sense not cool. In a normal scenario, that's kind of helpful. But this is not a normal scenario, this is a 2 Megapop scenario, and I don't want any steals, thank you very much. But I guess that's just going to be a thing. And we've gone past Court Arms, which is what I should have bought earlier. Right, we'll also go up to Relentless Glue, because I feel like we're going to need an extra stun at some point. Especially for the later rounds when it comes to holding them in place. I do want to place more Shinobis down, but I'm just really worried about steals right now. I do not want the steals. We've already had enough steals as it is, without even more steals stealing away our potential. Yeah, these are able to steal over here, but it's only ZMGs in which we're stealing from. Even with the range bug in the game, BFBs are unaffected? Can't tell. But what I can tell is that we are going through this round very well here. What about fortified BFBs? Can we go through this scenario? Yeah, you're still stealing. I'm not appreciative of that. And since you're near other Shinobis and sometimes get affected by quarter arms when it's active, then your Pierce is just going to increase that bit more. Me no likey. Now, round 87. What should we spend the rest of our money on? Because I'm pretty settled at the moment when it comes to our setup going on here. And I'm going to need at least a Spike Storm, and because of the Reju Potion, we don't need multiple Spike Storms if we can avoid it. Perhaps more Glue Gunners? Perhaps more Shinobis. Definitely not an Alchemist, though. That's not going to help us out. And that's going to try and buff the other Shinobis as well. And then they can reach further. Not in the plan. Right, if we put a Shinobi here, how is it going to affect our ability to go through this scenario? So you're on +10 at the moment. And you are stealing from BFBs, but only when they're grouped up. So that's a little promising. But yeah, you're stealing from ZMGs as well. Not so promising, but it's only a small amount of pops. I think anyways. Let's put another Shinobi up here, and hopefully that does minimal damage to the balloons. I just want you all to buff our sticky bomb here, nothing else. Please? Right, these fortified BFBs, what can we do against all of these? There's a big number of them to try and contest with it. Oh, I know what we could use our money on. I've completely forgotten about this all this time. An absolute zero. And there goes round 89. Okay, round 90. Call to arms so we can stick all of these DDTs when we can. And only one is required in order to take out the DDT layer. But the fortified DDT, I feel like there's going to need to be 2 bombs in order to take out one fortified DDT. Okay, you have run out of your buffs, so therefore we're going to reapply the buffs and hopefully we can get through this scenario. Yeah, let's put our other invisibility potion on our Relentless Glue Gunner, so that then you have more range, therefore you're able to stick to more class balloons just a bit sooner. Yeah, even when Moabs are bunched up together like this, there's no steals from the Shinobis at the moment, but once these ZMGs come over, then more steals will happen here. Let me know what you think about the Ninja Monkey. Is it one of your favorites, or do you think it's overly hyped? Like, I know some people love ninjas. I'm sort of like in between. I get why they're incredibly cool, but at the same time, I'm not like a super fan of them. Okay. Good. I was a bit worried they were going to get a bit too far there. Okay, call to arms when the DTs appear. Yeah, we don't want you in the range of these Shinobis, just so that you don't target but DDTs. Actually, freezing the balloons will be very useful for us because of the fact that if these try to steal on a frozen balloon, they can't because, well, they don't have any means of popping a frozen balloon, but we do. And this is under an MIB as well, so those shurikens can still pierce through them. Alright, hopefully we can get that AZ very soon. And let's get AZ, and this is trying to steal. Okay, let's AZ those, and then hopefully we can downscale these enough so when they come back around this way, they are either ceramics or just Moabs. Moabs! Take them down! Also, applying permafrost to a absolute 0 will mean that it's able to permanently slow down all affected balloons on the screen as long as you are not a bad. Bads are not really affected by these sort of things. Okay, let them loop back around. I don't think it's sticking to all of these DDTs. Let's freeze them now. But I'm just kind of maybe I need to use AZ earlier, actually. Yeah, use AZ earlier. What about AZ a bit later and call to arms earlier? I wonder if this is going to work. Okay, they're going to loop back around. That's fine. That's still a little bit of a sketchy scenario, though. But that does it. That is the last straw. Right, round 96. We've dealt with the humongo round of DDDTs. I know I said one too many Ds. And no, not that kind of D. How dare you again accuse me of such defamatory language? Alright, call to arms, please. Let's take down these ZMGs as fast as we possibly can. I need you to go down to BFBs, please. Why is it somehow immune to certain sticky bombs in which this fires out? I do not know. Once again, I am no doctor of this game, but at the same time, I kind of know a little bit. Come on now. Come on, man. Oh, you've got 1.6k steals. That's not good. Yeah, these have got a bunch of steals, but if we were to place the ninja over this way, and then obviously these would go a little bit more to the left, then we'd be stealing even more. So, not fun times all round, but still a bit of fun. You got to have a bit of fun in suffering. Right, let's put you inside the range of some of our villages, but not the MIB one, because when the DDTs spawn out of the bad, we don't want this but to then steal even more. No thank you. Right, one of them's gone. Oh, two of them have gone down. Some of them have gone down. Oh, that's not going to be actually very good because they're all going to be too bunched up with one another. Yeah, I think this is not good. I don't think this is good. Don't think this is good. Don't think this is good. Don't think... Oh, I've forgotten to put Jerry's fire on all this time. You know what? That's absolutely fine. I think anyways. Perfectly fine. And now you are level 20. Okay, we're going to put the last one on you just because we have nothing else left to use it on. Okay, round 98. This is going to be very fun if you ask me. Definitely one of the rounds of all time in a game of chimps, but I think we have got this in the bag. I don't think there's much risk now into... Perhaps I shouldn't have put you there. You know what, that's fine. I think we've got this. I think. We just need a few more buffs to our ninja when it comes to this stack here, but I think 11 is a good amount. We're just over halfway there. 55% maximum, which is not maximum, just over halfway to maximum. Okay, that is a lot of them, and kind of need to save, yeah, save it the last moment. Oh, if it wasn't for the ceramic, it would have been a yellow. It will all fall into place. After all, this video was uploaded, and it does say to Megapops achievement guide. Although this is more of a run than a guide, because obviously I'm failing a lot. Come on now, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in every single one of you to, well, do something. Okay, so Shinobis are going to really help out when it comes to controlling the speed of these Moab class balloons here. Let's see. Let's see. There's a lot of them there. Need. Oh god, I'm actually worried about call to arms because I feel like I'm going to really need it for round 99. Okay, so I'm going to use you again. Hopefully that's... Oh, these ceramics being very slow is kind of... Oh no, please not again. Please not again. Please not again. Good. Thank goodness, we don't have to worry about those anymore. Okay, I'm going to put you there, put you in there, put you there, and then put you there, and hopefully DDTs will be affected by the creepy idols. Okay, that's pretty good. Don't have to worry about round 99 DDTs as much since they're not as spaced out. I'm spaced out, but okay, so I'm going to actually see if we can last this round as long as possible to get quarter arms back for round 100. And we don't necessarily need the Shinobis instantaneously off the bat. Okay, I'm going to put you there and then you there. And that should be it, actually. We should be on the home straight. Get you as well. Yeah, we'll get Glue Strike now. Okay. Oh, I should have done you actually earlier. Sorry. There. And at some point, hopefully. Oh, gosh. Oh, good. We popped you much earlier than I thought we were going to. Okay, that DDT needs to be popped at some point. Okay, they're going down very quickly. Yeah, we've got this in the bag, honestly. We have definitely got this within the bag. Thank you ever so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've all enjoyed this video, and comment down below on what your favorite part of this entire run was. My favorite part is knowing that I do not have to do this scenario ever again. 2 million, nearly 2,010,000. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Yeah, I probably could have fitted like another Shinobi down here, and it wouldn't have stolen too much. But I wanted it in range of discounts, but not in the range of the MIB, and I thought that was the only spot viable there. Obviously over here would have worked, but then again they would be stealing over here, so not a huge fan of that. So yeah, some of these ninjas were stealing quite a lot. Obviously the AZ would steal a little bit here. These two up here, obviously. Well, aside from your rusty nails at the very start, but that was clutch. Clutchy nails. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Let me know what you thought down in the comment sections below of the video, and see you all in the next video. Have a lovely day, and take care of yourselves. And by completing that chimp scenario, we was off 69,420.